What is going on, guys? What's up, Sheila? So, been a long time since I've done an EDC video. Today is sort of a cold and rainy day, so I can't really do much outside, just worked on my car, but pretty much have to stay indoors. Right now, I'm in school, and the types of things that I can carry in my bag are limited, clearly because I have a lot of school books in here. So this is going to be my back to school EDC loadout for my favorite backpack, the vertx readypack 2.0.
My name is Andrew. I am a rancher, a marksman, an outdoorsman, and a bladesmith. I've spent most of my life seeking adventure in one way or another, or in one place or another, and I would like to share all of that with you.
Let's get the easy part out of the way. We're going back to school. We have school books. Those are going to take up like 80% of the space in your pack. So now you're limited to the very bare essentials, some of the most important things that you need. When I get to that, I want to know what kind of essential tools, food, first aid, warmth, and sleep system that I have that I can fit in this much smaller space. Now, first things first, water. This keeps it cold or keeps it hot. This is single walled and allows you to boil water inside of it to cook food, to purify water, etc., etc. Both of them, I start with full every day. Usually I only get through this sucker right here and I can refill it at work or at school, whatever. So this is inside my backpack. You can see, starting from the left, I have my school books, water, my clothing system, a couple snacks, first aid kit, tool kit, and then my hygiene / miscellaneous kit. My clothing kit probably has never changed from any of the previous iterations. It's kept in a dry bag. In case it rains, it stays dry. First thing inside, rain jacket. Rain jacket is a pullover, no zippers, no buttons, no opportunities to fail, and it has a hood. Clean wool socks. Clean underwear, probably the most commonly used item in my entire bag. Long wool underwear, good base layer, keeps you warm, throw it on under your pants. If you wore shorts that day, it'll still keep some part of your body warm. Small wool beanie, keeps your head warm. I like wool, can you tell? Wool base layer for my upper body, same concept. That's, oh wait, there's one more thing in there. Oh, face cover. This one, good for the wind, also good for the potential need of anonymity. You might need to break in somewhere, and this would probably be a good time to disclose the fact that I have nothing in this bag for shelter or a sleep system. So I would likely be breaking in somewhere to sleep, if not just sleeping in a car or on the streets. Another benefit of the dry bag, once you have everything in it, everything sort of just squishes down into that dry bag. Just kind of compress everything and keep twisting it up. And then when this goes back into your bag, it doesn't really take up a lot of space. Previously, for food, I used to carry around something pretty impractical. I carried those emergency food ration bars. And yeah, you don't need to cook those, so you don't need water to heat them up or anything like that. You can just eat them, but they're fucking disgusting. And I mean, to be completely honest, I actually bring snacks with me to eat at school regularly. So, I mean, I'm already prepared. Here's some jerky, which I already started on. It's grass-fed. Bobo's oat bars, a lot of carbohydrates. So I have some food to sort of just get me through, a little bit of fuel for the fire, but it's not necessary to bring some whole cooking kit. In the miscellaneous bag, which is in my cool little mushroom bag that I always like to carry, toilet paper, spoon / fork, power, charge your phone, charge your flashlight, maybe use it to barter for something like food, water, shelter, charging cables. I've got an iPhone, charging cable for my flashlight, Carmex, soap, and I got a couple dental picks. I mean, I use these on a regular basis anyways, so easy enough. My toolkit is probably gonna collect just a little bit of controversy, but that's okay because I actually use the things in here fairly regularly. So this works for me, may not work for you. I keep it in this VanQuest pouch. It's sort of a heavy canvas pouch, which is cool because some of the tools in here have slightly sharp ends. They might tear other components of my kit or maybe my backpack, and I don't want that. I'd rather replace a pouch which gets damaged over time as opposed to replace my really expensive backpack. This is what my toolkit looks like from the top down. Disclaimer, I usually carry a pocket knife. When I carry a pocket knife to campus, I carry this one. This is a Spyderco. It is non-locking, non-assisted opening, and the blade length is under 2.5 inches. This qualifies as an acceptable carry on campus for my local jurisdiction and for my local campus. Your rules might vary. Be very sure that you know what they are. Otherwise, you could go to jail. So inside the bag here, first thing we have is just a teeny tiny little sewing kit. We got some needles, some thread, safety pin, and some extra buttons. Used that a few times for water filtration. Let's see if we can get this thing out of here. Sawyer mini water filter. That's good for filtration, not purification. You can't drink out of a toilet with this, but if you come across a fairly clear stream, you can filter it, or you can always filter something really gross and put it into your Pathfinder mug here, your single wall cup, and boil it, and then it would be purified. With the filter comes a little pouch. Squeeze water through the filter, unless you have some other means of getting it through there. I have some 300-pound paracord. Cordage could be used for a variety of different things. I'll let your imagination decide. Now, back to knives. I do have a Leatherman, and this Leatherman does have a knife on it, and that knife does have a lock on it. It's a multi-tool. I will approach that when I get to it. So far, it hasn't been a problem. On the other side, along with water filtration, I do have iodine tablets for purification purposes in the case that I don't have time to boil water. I have a second tube of Carmex because one is never enough. For fire starting, I have a ferrocenium rod attached to a little bar of magnesium. And I have a Bic lighter that works and is inside a little waterproof container that I found on one of my trips. I've got a small pair of channel locks from Knipex. And I have a small plier wrench from Knipex. I think those are a little bit impractical, but they're fun, and I do actually use them sometimes. So, along with fire, I've got another dry bag. I can fill that with tinder, just so I have somewhere to store my tinder dry. I start out with none, but I do have another set of paracord, and inside this paracord is copper wire, wax jute, which can be used for tinder, fishing line, and 5 additional cords with a 100-pound tensile strength. And I believe the last thing in the bag, which I actually used the other day, is the Klein little stubby 8-in-1 screwdriver, which has all your different bits, has the ability to extend. You see, stores all the little bits in there. I love this, and I use it all the time. Last but not least, I have my med kit. You see my med kit is attached to the MOLLE webbing inside of my backpack. Allows for easy open. As soon as you tear it away, the first thing flies out. Another thing of paracord. The tourniquet flew out, and we got some medical tape. Right next to the tourniquet, I've got my Sharpie so we can write the time. Right behind the tourniquet, I have some gloves for blood safety. And then once you dig inside, I've got a few miscellaneous things like chapstick. This one is Dramamine, ibuprofen, acetaminophen, miscellaneous like allergy pills, Imodium, just a few miscellaneous things. Then we have the quick clot bleed dressing. We got an emergency blanket. By the way, all this stuff is pretty easy to just pull out. I have 2 packets of Bleed Stop, and actually these are pretty commonly used by me. That's why I keep 2 of them now. I might even have a 3rd stuffed in here. They're good for pretty bad cuts that aren't life-threatening. They'll pretty much make that stuff stop bleeding. I keep Pure Remedy Original Healing Salve in there. That's good for bug bites, cuts, things like that. Got a couple Band-Aids, alcohol wipes, just your basics, and my medical shears. So yeah, pretty small basic kit. Just a few of the essentials to keep blood in people's bodies. I mean, I don't have a chest seal or anything like that in here because I'm not really that medically trained, and if somebody gets shot in the end of the world, you're probably gonna die anyways. So I'm not gonna waste my time with that. I think the one thing that I forgot in the entire kit was I got a few pens in here. I don't carry pencils because I don't make mistakes. And I've got my O-Light, which has a little clip on it, so it can clip onto your hat and can be used as a headlamp. So if you guys have any suggestions, you think I'm missing something, or if you think that I shouldn't have something in this bag, then go ahead and leave your questions, your comments in the comments, and I'll probably ignore them like every other maker on YouTube. Later.